things I get into. Santa Cruz Mountains, man. There's some crazy stuff up here. Check this out. Let's see what this looks like. This is the best part. When I was a kid, I always thought the truck was just like, I'm there. That's just the air brake locking up. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Not deep enough. I don't think. You have to do a serious belly flop here. Yeah. I gotta take a picture of this. I think this is a photo opportunity. What do you think? Yeah?
For sure.
All right. I think it's a photo opportunity. Look at this beautiful Santa Cruz Mountains. Right here, right? Okay, so let's just see what the truck looks like hanging over a chasm on a bridge that says a 45-ton capacity. Truck is, I guess, probably about 30 tons. So I'm getting close. So I guess with your truck and my truck, we still haven't quite reached the limit of the bridge, but almost.
We're good.
That's what we're doing today. I'll take these palms anywhere. I don't care where. You tell me, I take them. You guys want to see how the other half lives? This is how they live. They can only drive their cars 15 miles per hour because they live on crazy redwood roads in the mountains of Santa Cruz. This is awesome. Yeah, look at this. Look at this big ravine. Woo! Private road. I'm gonna have to lock my rear end. Oh, there's a nice tight turn. This is a nice tight one right here. Think I can make it? I don't know. Find out. Oh, did I do it right? I think I did. Oh, go out far enough, turn as tight as possible, and it works. Just barely, but it works. Anyway, you see why I like to do my own deliveries? 2 reasons. Actually 3. One is that I had a guy drive one of my trucks off of a ravine like this once. Yet I've never done it. That's one reason. And the other reason is that this is gonna be tight here. This is gonna be real tight. Real tight. Super tight. Super back end's gonna hit that. Oh, it's gonna hit it. Gotta go in low gear. Low gear. So it's a private road, so now I can actually film and do this as long as I do it safely and don't hurt any trees or myself in the process. Yeah, we got it. Look at it. So tight. Got it. Put it in low gear, creep up this bad boy here. Wow. Looks like a Ford truck commercial, doesn't it? No, it's a Chevy. That's a Chevy. Sorry, Chevy. They're both good trucks. And, I don't know, maybe that's the most impressive part of today. You never know until you get there. Look! My favorite ice cream. I want to pull over and get some of that. I always wonder how they named Rocky Road. It must be some guy up that street who, maybe that's his name. His name is Rocky Road. And they named the ice cream after him. Yeah, that's my cooler. The truck's hot. It's hot. Hear that? Look at the moss. Look at that moss. Oh no, another tight one. Oh, jeez. It just doesn't. Low gear. Low gear. Super slow crawl. Yeah. You're going to miss it in the front. Going to miss it in the back. Yep, barely fit. Barely fit. Good thing I didn't have a bigger truck. Because this is about as big as they make. I wonder how far this is going to go. You know, yeah, we're just a little ways off the highway. That's like almost a sheer cliff right there. This isn't so bad right here. Back there was almost a sheer cliff. Feels way down there. You wouldn't roll very far though. These trees would catch you. It still wouldn't be fun. It might be fun, but it'd be extremely jarring. It'd be like getting sacked in the NFL by like 3 guys at the same time.
In 1 mile, turn left.
Oh my God, 1 mile turn left. Whole another mile of this? Anyway, turn it on again if something crazy happens. Yep, that kind of thing does happen here. You never know. Don't set your parking brake. Next thing you know, you're rolling backwards a little bit. Next thing you know, it's going a little faster. Next thing you know, you better jump out of the way. Oops. Mom, I was up making out with my girlfriend up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and then, I forgot to set the parking brake, and we ended up in the ravine. So, remember, just if you don't want that to happen, don't let the teenagers drive the family car. And we suddenly emerge. Look, there's Bambi over there. See Bambi? Yeah. It's got vineyards. I bet there's a little lake over there. Is there a lake? A lake? No. Yeah. Cool. So that's Mark's truck, which is a very cool truck. And that's Mark. Say hi. We'll leave it at Mark. Yeah. Unless you want to say your last name. Do you want stalkers?
No.
No stalkers.
No
Okay.
stalkers.
Yeah. So Mark was just about to we're exchanging truck stories. And I said, well, what's your worst situation you got yourself in? Worst one.
So coming up our road, we've got a bridge to get on. It comes off the highway. And I had a 12-wheel dump truck with a 20-ton tilt trailer. And on the tilt trailer had a 12-wheeler.
Wait. Let's add up the weight there. How much was the truck weighing at that point?
The truck was weighing in at, I think, about 25,000. And
Okay, so that's 13-ton.
Trailer with the water truck on it, it's probably another 30,000.
15, 13 and 15. So you're still under capacity on the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge has got huge I-beams underneath it.
45 ton, it said.
Yeah, so I was probably running around 60,000, something like that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Then what happened?
Well, the bridge has got a bad angle. It's got a big ramp coming up to the bridge. Well, what happened was when I jackknifed the trailer to get it onto the bridge, get it lined up, and when the dump truck went up the ramp, the trailer dipped down and it picked the ass end of the dump truck up, and I was up in the air on the rear wheels on the dump truck, so I had the trailer stuck in the highway with the water truck on it. So I had a whole huge line of cars backing up, and I couldn't move in either direction.
You must have a photograph.
So
a big giant dump truck pulling a wheelie across a little bridge, blocking a highway.
The rear wheels were lifted off the ground.
The rear wheel. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah. So the trailer went like that.
Yeah,
pulled the whole thing because the truck was empty.
The truck was empty.
That was the problem.
Yeah, and the truck went onto the bridge, and then the trailer lifted the ass end of the truck up. So anyway, I had to kind of clear cars out, and I found a guy with a big 4-wheel drive truck, and I brought my chains out, and he chained up to the trailer and pulled me back off the bridge.
Oh, really? Just some guy on the road?
Yeah, I was able to
that was just enough to do it.
Just enough to do it, but I was stuck down there.
It was like the straw that broke the camel's back. You didn't quite have it.
Oh, and there was a huge line of cars.
Yeah, I bet.
I had a show going.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'll turn the camera off and I'll tell you my best story because you know what I mean?
That'll be a good one.
Country road, take me home to the place I belong, Santa Cruz Mountains. Country mama, Take me home, country road. Oh, that's some bamboo there. Look at that. That's beautiful. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of bamboo. Oh, you know what's so sad about this, though? What's so sad about this is like in another
Turn left.
1,000 years, it's going to be everywhere in these mountains because this stuff is invasive. Next thing you know, the pandas will get loose. They're going to be like, you know, up here displacing native raccoons, I guess, living in the bamboo forests of the Santa Cruz Mountains. Somebody loves bamboo up here. Wow. Okay, now it's getting serious. Look at this. This looks like we're in Thailand, but not. We are in Santa Cruz Mountains. Somebody's got a pretty cool garden back there. It's about 1 billion palm trees. They don't want us to see those because they planted a bunch of bamboo here. I'm not sure what's the story of it. Yeah, that's just part of the story. We don't know the whole story. I'm gonna get a little more video on the way up. Yeah, we had to go by one more obstacle. Thing almost got in my crane right there. That big old tree. Look at that. Anyway, Big Madrone. Big Madrone. You know, you just when you see a bridge like that and you see a bunch of trees and mountains, you got to believe there's gonna be more adventure coming, right? Look at that beautiful boy. Look at that beautiful boy. There you go. And we finally arrive, just like that. That's pretty cool. Hi buddy. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah. So everybody needs their own forklift. Huh? What? Give me the stick. Give me the stick. Give me the stick. Give me the stick. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. Crazy dog. That's a crazy dog.
Now he won't leave you alone, and if you grab the stick, he tends to bite right next to the stick.
Oh,
I mean, right next to your hand.
Oh, like that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he's bitten me so many times.
I got it. They're beautiful.
Here,
all
over
right,
here.
so.
I'm going to show you another shot
Okay.
we did last year.
All right.
I got my avocados I started last year. Whoa. Just going.
So that's a reed.
Yeah.
I can tell by the leaf.
That's a reed. This is a reed.
Everyone?
Those are,
That's what a reed leaf looks like.
those are phoenixes.
Phoenix.
They have another name. I don't know what it's called. It's the one that was found in Michoacan. It has another name. It was found in a Haas orchard in Michoacan many years ago, and it was different than all the rest.
It's got a name down there. I can read. Oh, it's Carmen Haas. Carmen Haas.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see it. That's cool.
They also, the gal that I got them from also calls it a phoenix.
I don't know why she calls it that. You got to get a little more soil on it. See that? See the roots?
Where the roots are?
Yeah.
I got to mulch them too.
I'll give you critiques where critiques are due.
I need them.
Hey, I don't understand. So Mark, why are you going to move this tree? It looks really cool here.
I know, it's kind of cool. It's different. I don't think anybody else has got one that looks
I
like
just
that.
wonder what would happen if you just left it for like
Isn't that
another
awesome?
50 years.
It
Like,
might just like curl around.
you know, it's like, I'm getting out of here somehow, some way. It's like busting out of San Quentin.
Never had.
Yeah. Look. Got a nice Dracaena here, nice and frost-free underneath this roof.
That thing's been in there for probably 20-something years.
How many pet frogs do you have?
Lots.
Sounds like it. Got your tree ferns. Look at this beautiful paradise. That's a lot of frogs. Trachycarpus. Oh, this is a cool. I like your burn sculpture. That's super cool. That's really cool. Look at the burn sculpture. So, is there a story on that?
No, not really. Just there's a bunch of them out in the woods, so I just took my tractor out there. And
Do you think that's a lightning scar?
It's probably a tree that burned. You know,
In a
maybe
fire.
it was already down and then burned.
All right, look at that contrast with that guy right there on the black. Isn't that pretty? Wow, nice. All right. People love garden tours. They like to snoop on what other people have done. Do you like to snoop?
Oh, so I love it all the time. So all this is all filled with cannas. So in the summertime, you can't see through this. It's just
just tons of flowers everywhere.
Yeah, you can see they're Some of them are starting to pop.
Mark's actually having a competition with his neighbor up the road. We saw a little glimpse of that place, and he says that place is unreal.
Yeah.
And I guess, are you losing that competition or winning?
I am.
You're losing? Well, yeah,
officially losing
his garden
it.
must be really cool because yours is super cool. Oh, look at this. Tell me about that. You didn't make that. Did you make that?
That's just some funky piece. I think we found that at the Alameda Antique
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Have you ever had any resident birds take advantage of it?
No, but we have a ton of birds and hummingbirds in the summertime. My wife fills this thing with seeds, and we'll have the little finches. Like there's got to be like 50 of them.
You know the problem with bird seed sometimes I found out is that
Start sprouting.
yeah, everywhere. I got stuff I could never get rid of after I
seed weed.
Yeah, be careful of the bird seed. Right.
Oh, and these rocks I quarried out of the, don't tell anybody, South Fork of the Guala River.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a river washed rock.
I got those probably 30 years ago.
That's
Still
cool.
got a pile of
Yeah, I have my whole pool area is all rock. I quarried myself out of the Sierra, and I almost got busted for grand theft of federal property.
I believe it.
Until I got a hold of Caltrans until they did an investigation and found out it was Caltrans land and not forest land.
No way. They actually investigated
Oh
it?
yeah. I was there for 2 hours, took pictures, everything, and I'm like, it's Caltrans land, and he's like, so then he's like, you can't be doing this. I'm like, well, okay. So what do I got to do to do it? Oh, you got to get a forest permit and all that. And then I had to get a forest permit, and the guy went out there and he's like, oh, but this is not our land. This is. But the guy that busted me was like, you're going to go to jail.
He was after
And so then I finally called the Caltrans guy that I had to get a hold of. I had to go like 10 people to get this one guy. And he picks up the phone, but he doesn't really pick it up. All of a sudden, it's just on speakerphone. I can hear it because I can hear Def Leppard playing in the background. I can barely hear this guy. Sounds like he's like in some warehouse somewhere. And he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to get some rocks on the side of the road. I explained where. And then he's like, so you just want to go get some rocks? And I'm like, yeah, they're on the side of the road, right next to the road there. And he's like, oh, man, that's a big hassle. You know how much paperwork that is for me to get an encroachment permit and everything? So, tell you what, you just go up there and take them. And if anybody says anything, you have them call me.
End of story.
That's the end of the story. And I'm like, well, I want to get some paperwork or something because I don't want to get thrown in jail. And he's like, oh, all right, So I'm like, how about if I type a letter and send it to you? You just sign it. He's like, yeah, that's fine.
No.
And then he sent me
And
that.
that was it.
Yeah, and I carried this letter with me.
So
I went up there again to get the rock. Same truck, different guy. Busted. You're busted. And he's like, yeah, you're busted. And I'm like, hold on, whoa. This isn't even your land, bro.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Forest ranger. I'm like, this is Caltrans land. I show him. I'm like, I got the letter in my truck. He's like, oh, you got permission? Because I got called out here. Somebody said they're taking rock. And I'm like, yeah, I called Caltrans and everything. And he said it's fine. And I got the guy's name. We can call him. I got a letter from him. Let me go get it and I'll shut this. Oh, no, I don't need to see it.
And let you go.
Yeah, he's like, it went from being you're going to be thrown in jail to be like, oh, you got permission? Okay, that's cool. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Fishing game guys?
They were National Forest Rangers. Yeah. So, isn't that funny? Yeah, that. Woo! All right, this is great. You guys are fun. Let's go do a tour
What do I do with this thing?
What are you going to do with it?
What do I do with it?
Well,
Cut them off and put them in the ground?
they will reroot. If left like that, they'll actually root right there and make a whole new plant. But yeah, you can probably, at this point, you probably need to cut them off at the joint right there and then replant those. And it's the perfect time of year to do it.
Okay.
So, but it might be tough to, so I wonder why it fell over. It's like Santa Cruz Mountains humidity.
Too much water.
Yeah. A lot of
I've
rainfall.
sort of got like two different things going on here. I got water lovers and then drought stuff. So it's sort of a mix.
So the only thing is that you're going to cover your art with your bougainvillea is going to just swallow that.
You know what? It was growing up the whole backside, and then this winter with the windstorm, the whole thing flopped over. So I temporarily tied it up. So I'm gonna put some real ties on the backside.
Cool.
So it doesn't cover the front side.
Well, this is awesome. Let's go let's go see what you bought. How's that?
Let's go do it.
So the way I see it is you got to be pretty motivated to shop at Golden Gate Palms when you live a half an hour from the county maintained road and then like a couple hours from the nursery.
Well, when you want a collection, that's where you got to go.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what we got. Everybody
so.
wants to know like what we got. Here's the beautiful special super blue cloned. The clone has a much larger head and a much bluer head. of Yucca rostrata. It's called blue velvet. Such a beautiful plant. Giant jade plant, and it's just as big as it looks. That's not a 5-gallon pot. That's a 15-gallon pot. So that's, what do you think is that like? I think when you plant that thing, it's about 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall. Big jade, old jade. Then probably the rarest thing here, this is the Dorianthus from Australia. They call it the sword lily. Beautiful. It's not really a lily,
but it gets
giant. It gets like 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall, 10 feet wide, just like that.
You want something to drink? We have everything. What do you feel like?
The things I want to drink I can't have because I'm driving that giant truck. I'll just have some water.
You want sparkly or regular?
Just regular. This plant is so hard to find in the nurseries. I challenge anyone to find a bigger one than this in quantity outside of the southern hemisphere.
Wow. That's a challenge.
That's a challenge. I want to know if anybody finds this thing, like where they might have one they dug up from a garden, but I want to know if anybody has these at 3-4 feet tall, 5 feet wide, Dorianthus palmarii, anywhere in the United States at least, because I don't think they do. I think Golden Gate Palm is the only place you can get that. We only have about 20 left. That's a palm we've been growing for a while.
Let me unveil.
Oh yeah, let's do the unveil. Whoosh! So it's, what do you think? What's the width on that, Mark?
Oh God, it's at least 8 feet wide, maybe more.
I think more than that.
Yeah.
So that is Cycas taiwanensis, and native to Taiwan. It's related to a regular sago palm, but it gets much bigger, and it obviously needs some fertilizer. So
fertilizer, it'll blow
also they tend to yellow out right when they're about to push growth, and that might be about to push a bunch of growth out the top right now. It's that time of year. Okay, and then we got some really cool agaves down. Aloe ferox, because it's so ferocious. It gets a huge orange flower in the middle of winter. And we've got some regular old standbys, agave, attenuata, soft tip agave. And truthfully, I don't know which agave this is. Someone will tell us on YouTube, because that's how YouTube works. But look at the coloration, the winter coloration on that. That was just spectacular. Get a close up on the color. And then you're one of those people like freaky plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weirder the better.
The weirder the better. Here's the regular Yucca rostrata. It has a beautiful coloration, but it doesn't get nearly as large of a head or as electric blue as this blue velvet. You can see the blue velvet here. Very, very sexy. And giant head. Whereas the other one, see the difference there? It's just a more lime green, not as big of a head, but still a beautiful plant. Another huge jade, another big aloe ferox, some more soft tip agaves, some variegated agave here. And the last but not least, a plant that I've been growing in my demonstration garden, the old demonstration garden that we're dismantling. Mark saw this amazing specimen branching Beschneria albiflora that's now making an albiflora, a white flower. It's coming out. And you can see this thing was so unruly that the only way to really deal with it was put it on a pallet. Luckily, Mark's got a forklift.
Got a forklift, and I got a couple guys.
And it's not just any old forklift. It's an exciting forklift. Why is this forklift so exciting?
It doesn't have brakes.
Doesn't have brakes. So it was, it was kind of fun. I had a little moment up there with it without brakes. What's the worst forklift story without brakes you have?
Oh God, I got one of those too. Yeah. So
20 seconds or less.
I was coming down the hill without brakes, and I was putting it in reverse to slow down, and the engine died, and I started sailing down the hill, and I jammed the forklift into the bank, and I jumped off. When I jumped off, I hit my face on the pavement, and I split my chin open.
Did that make you get the thought in your head of like, man, maybe I should get some brakes for this?
Yeah, it did. More my wife had the thought. I was
that's what wives always.
I was just like, wow, my knees gave out for some reason.
They're too conservative, these wives.
When I hit the asphalt, it was like my legs just gave out on me.
If it's not dangerous, it's not exciting.
No, I know.
I mean, why do we?
I got it handled, honey.
Why do you think we love Evel Knievel so much? Because he could die at any moment. You know, I mean, it's like kind of like you in the forklift, right?
You know.
Yeah. So anyway. All right. Well, that's pretty much the story here. Thanks for coming to the nursery.
Thanks very much, Gary.
You had to come far and wide to get to me, and
killer specimens
that was awesome.
you got there.
All right. Well, thanks for the tour here.
Happy to have acquired them.
Okay, we're gonna get one last sneak peek of Mark's competition up here that he's admittedly losing to. It's this garden right here. Look at all the bananas. Isn't this cool? You got a really good glimpse coming right up. A looky-loo, you know? When you're a looky-loo, you're a looky-loo, and I'm a looky-loo. Look at that. Looks like Southeast Asia in there. Banana land. Look at that beautiful contrast between native California redwoods, bananas, and Brazilian philodendron. I think we should quit the video now. What do you think? It's way too long already. Yeah, let's quit it. Okay. Yeah.